your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to MME. We have so much to talk about tonight. And yes, the work weekend's coming up upon us, but let's have some fun with MME first. And those watching on the replay, I need you. I really need you. And everyone watching, can I please have 50 likes? It would mean so much to this madman. It would make me do more often movie madness instead of just reactions to. Mad reactions are not going anywhere. But I enjoy doing them. But I want movie MME to be just as successful. And it's reliant on you viewers. My pal Aaron World Order is here. Hopefully we have some other people popping in later on. If not, it's okay. I know people are busy. What I was really enjoying was just watching some DC fandom trailers, not the whole event. I didn't watch like the 4-hour event. I just watched trailers when I saw them later on because I was busy during the day and just watching them casually without anything like, oh, I got to talk about this. But now I can't talk about it.
It's unnecessary stuff in that fandom.
Yeah. So I want to give a shout out to all the members first. Aaron World Order, Rhea, Nick Hammond, Obi-Wan, Relapse, Real Elmo Cinema, Brian Master of None, AG Zeno Q, Resident Justice, Josh Bowen, Robbie B's Diary, and Taylor M. Then we have, I still need to update the rest. I've been busy. Saggy Melons, Hans, Roosevelt Cavazos, H. Barts, Lewis Cock, Resident Justice. Oh, he's on the Sword of Power too. Zeverfet, Blinded Braille, Punk Trace, Rel McMillan, OEBP, Retro Bro. And also, this is the other reason I got to update it. I can't find the last. Okay, Cast Graphics. Last but not least, I love Cass. The World According to Lonza Bradley, Chubby Teddy Monster Productions, Little Movie Perp, The Widow, and Will Wallace. So I do appreciate the support. And yes, we have a lot to talk about. I don't understand the title of this. I was talking about just the theory. Like, is it really? This is for Lunga. Is this really just? This scene, was there always going to be a second Barry doing things with them? Or potentially could it have been Cyborg and they just like, well, what are we going to do with this? They just replaced them with a second Barry. It's just a guess. I'm not like sold on it. And the other thing is, when I see this scene, I immediately think how much cooler it would have been to see Cyborg there. This is irregardless of all the chaos that Ray Fisher and Walter Hamada and all that junk. I'm just saying, I could easily see Cyborg in the background there. I don't know. Would he have made that whole trip with him into the Time Force, though? Or would it just been a cameo? That's the other thing. Do you think Cyborg, if he was still in it, if all that chaos didn't happen, would it have been a cameo? Or would he have gone through the adventure with the Flash? I don't know. I was assuming that they would be like a buddy cop movie type situation where they would go through it together. I don't know. That's my guess. That's all. I didn't think about it too much. It's a bad theory, Lunga said. Cyborg will not be traveling. It's impossible for him to travel with the Flash. Maybe I'm really really boomerang on
I'm
my
not sure. Can a
DC
Flash? Can a
model.
Flash
I was
back in
I
time?
was
As another person? Can he do that? I'm not sure if he could do that.
I don't know. All right.
Can
I think it's possible that he can
Yeah.
take people with him.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but Lunga could correct me.
I know he could I know he could take people with him with super speeds. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if there's a certain if you could go back in time because that may because you have to go a certain.
Well, I'll invite Lunga in case he could pop on for a few minutes.
I think that's Reverse Flash. I think that's Reverse Flash
because he does know a lot more than me. This is just a casual movie talk.
Yeah.
Pretending
to be a version of Barry Allen because in the comics he did make himself to look like Barry Allen at one point. So I think that might be Reverse Flash tricking everybody.
I will have to. I have been optimistic about the Flash, and I know it wasn't like a prepared trailer, but that was the thing that let me down the most.
You know that part? When the Flash just arrived in front of a house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, part of the trailer. Remember that part? I don't think that's the Barry Allen, the good Barry. I think that's Reverse Flash.
I don't know if they're gonna have Reverse Flash. They just might have another Barry Allen.
Well,
they're not gonna have the official.
I'm gonna go Reverse Flash.
I would like that, but I think they're not going to, Aaron. Though, from what I've heard, and there's lots of rumors around that it's just potentially spoilers, just another Barry Allen.
Well, I saw this already in season 3 of the Flash.
Just George is here. Bradley's here. Patrick says he'll watch on the replay. Just George says he'll watch the first half hour and get bed for tomorrow. Sure. Thank you. If you watch on the replay, Protoss. I did have a good break. I was busy though. It was raining a lot. We got the boat off the water. It's time to wrap up the cottage for the winter season. Real Elbow Cinema's here.
I agree with you, Bradley.
Okay. Hey, Lunga, thanks for coming on to tell me how my theory sucked. It was just I was just pulling a quick one there. Is it impossible for the Flash
again, nothing
Okay.
Nothing is impossible, obviously. Anything is possible, especially when you talk about comic books and comic book movies. Nothing's impossible. We're talking about the odds though, right? Right.
Yes.
And the odds of your theory are very, very, very slim. We're talking about and it's not a faithful adaptation, but we're talking about it. This is a Flashpoint adaptation.
Yes.
And Barry
has to be Reverse Flash in the movie then for that, right?
It has to be what?
Reverse Flash. If it's a Flashpoint adaptation, Reverse Flash is like the main.
You're jumping ahead. Just give me a moment here.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the first thing I want to, is him talking about possibly, Dave putting that in there instead of Cyborg, which no. He doesn't really carry anyone with him when he does time traveling. Originally, in the old comic books, he used the cosmic treadmill to time travel. Yeah. And then with some other stuff in modern iterations, he did it without the treadmill. But typically, 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, he travels alone when he time travels. He doesn't carry anyone with him. Now, if you want a theory of when Ray Fisher was talked about supposedly being in this movie, we throw back to what we saw in the Grant Gustin's Flash series, where he said, "I told Vic it was possible," because that's what Ezra Miller said when he meant Grant Gustin's Flash. What he was talking about most likely was Cyborg probably helped him build the cosmic treadmill. That's if Cyborg was going to be in this movie, that's most likely the end of what his role would have been, is helping him build the cosmic treadmill. Now, as far as what's going to happen in this movie, obviously none of us know. This is all theory crafting at this point. And that other Barry I doubt it's the Reverse Flash. This is what I'm seeing. The point of Flashpoint is he wants to go back in time to save his mother.
Right.
He saves her, comes back, and the timeline's all screwed up. Okay. Remember, this is not a faithful adaptation of Flashpoint. It's just inspired by Flashpoint.
Yes.
So what I'm looking at here, especially considering we got the Michael Keaton Batman, and we know we have Ben Affleck's Batman, which is most like at the beginning of it.
And he will be Batman, guys. He'll be dressing up as Batman. The wife of the director confirmed.
And we have Sasha Calle's Supergirl instead of Superman.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the voiceover, because that was Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne talking in a voiceover at the beginning.
Yes, it was, yeah.
He says to him, so you can go anywhere you want, any timeline, any universe. What I'm guessing, and this is my theory, is he's going to go back in time trying to save his mom, and instead of going back in time, he goofs and ends up just like the Flash of Two Worlds when he first met Jay Garrick in the 60s. He ends up traveling to another Earth. Mm-hmm. And that Barry you see there is the version of him on Michael Keaton's Earth.
Okay.
Now, I have a feeling that Barry is going to end up possibly turning bad, but this is not going to be an effect on his mother. Now, I could also see it happening, and me and Yellow discussed this in our show. I could see it as an end credit scene. At the end, he comes back, and that's where he sees, or he finally travels to the time where his mother dies, and he sees a yellow blur or something, and that's when he realizes the Reverse Flash has killed his mother. That's what I think is going to happen in this movie, just based on what we've seen and what they teased us with. Because if he's on Michael Keaton's Earth, that's not time traveling.
Okay. Well, what's your thank you for explaining all that, Lunga. I appreciate it. But I just wanted to do something interesting to draw people in. And I was thinking that, when I watched it, I'm like, oh, okay. But what's your overall thoughts of the Flash trailer and what we saw? Me personally, just so you know, I was looking forward to this. I'm not saying I'm going to hate it. I didn't see a lot that I liked yet. I didn't.
Not enough.
No.
I mean, I saw a bunch of things that I did like. The costume is spectacular.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love this costume. I
didn't like the way it looked. I only watched it once. I'll have to give it a second shot.
Yeah, I would give it a second watch, but I thought it was great.
I didn't think it was too bad. Okay. I'm still gonna give it a chance.
Oh, me too.
I have a feeling though, like
what didn't you like about it, Max? How about that question? What didn't you like about the costume?
The tubes. The light tubes.
The costume looked cheesy to me, but I mean, I have to look at it again.
They're not tubes. It's like glowy lines.
Well, I know, but I'm just
the thing is
how it looked on initial.
He did have something similar to that in New 52.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is whenever movies introduce like a different version of that character with the same actor, I don't dislike Ezra Miller, but I don't think I still, even after all this, I don't think people are sold on him too. I think it can be annoying with the second Ezra. Like you see, like Michael J. Fox in the Back to the Future trailer. Everyone liked Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
You get more of him. Or what's something else that there was two of? Oh, or like there's Spider-Man coming up. Everyone's really sold for all the Spider-Man. People are still not sold on.
Well,
Ezra Miller's
sold on the Spider-Man because they're nostalgia. They want to see Toby and Andrew, and that's why they're sold on it. It's not that they're sold on other Spider-Men. It's they're sold on those actors coming back to reprise their roles. So it's not about the other Spider-Men that they're sold on. It's just that part.
Well, even Tom Holland too. The people really like. I still don't feel like people are. There. Besides the Flash movie itself, people, even though he still has some stuff to prove as Flash still after these movies. Well, the Snyder cut. The best thing with Flash was that towards the end, that was Disney, amazing. But his other scenes were kind of awkward. Still.
Marvel has a good track record of casting actors that you would think you're not sold on playing those actors, but once you see them in their movies, they made a good casting choice. Ezra Miller hasn't reached that without Warner.
Mm-hmm. And also, they did hint at this already at the last fandom. I mean, remember they talked multiverse. And it's not like Marvel's multiverse, which I still say Feige decided to go this huge route with the Spider-Man movie. Because if you remember, the announcement or the rumor mill and all the stuff talking about what's going on with the Spider-Man movie started after fandom and after Jim Lee talked about multiverse. And Feige has done this before. He's like, ooh, that's a good idea. I can do it better. And that's what he's doing.
Exactly.
Right. So that's most likely what he's doing. But multiverse, as far as DC goes, has always been a huge part of the DC universe. I know there's people out there that don't like this multiversal stuff or don't like the different worlds. Or just
I'm up for it.
Well, I said people in general, not you specifically. But it's if you don't like that, then you probably won't like the DC universe. And I'm not talking about just DCU. I'm talking about DC universe because that's literally been a big part of the DC universe.
Does it a lot.
The Flash footage, what we got, and I have to keep reminding myself, this wasn't like a curated trailer. This was just literally footage. But I have to imagine what they put together for the Batman last year. That was really early too. This is probably earlier than the Batman.
I think they're still filming.
And why did I pick that picture of Ezra with the choker? I was going to put my head on there as the madman with the choker, but it looked really weird for the thumbnail. I have a PNG in my head.
We all know Ezra Miller. We know. I mean, he is definitely, as a huge fan of the Flash. And even though I'm excited about this movie, I'm not going to lie.
Men with chest hair.
I'm not going to lie and say that Ezra is my first choice. He's not.
I still want him to do really. I don't mind. Like, I didn't hate him or anything. People say like they can't stand him. No, I don't. I just,
as long as he learns how to run.
Yeah. No, I can't. Right? I can't stand that. Right. Actually, one of my favorite scenes with him is the bonus scene from Justice League where he's running against Superman. I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah, but he looked like he was running normally.
Yeah. Yes.
He wasn't doing this throwing his hands out deal like he was doing in the other rest of the movie.
Since my friends are here, I thank you for coming on, Longa, Brian and Aaron. I want to do your best of and your most let down of fandom. And overall, besides separating the Snyderverse and the Ayer cut, like I didn't even think about that one Saturday. I'm like, even though I wanted it, I'm just like, it's not going to happen. They're not going to announce anything.
No.
But guess what I got? Randomly, I was we were live streaming Fandom. Me and Yellow did it for the 4.5 hours. We were live streaming it. And of course, I had to have some random sock account coming in my chat, bitching about Snyder Cut, Ayer Cut, release a Snyder Cut, fuck this, that, yeah.
Sorry, man.
That's hilarious, Zeno.
That's the only troll I got was a Snyder fan.
Hey, Anthony,
oh my god! Did you see on Twitter? I saw Restore Snyderverse hashtag.
Later in the week, Anthony, if you want to come on talk about your VHSs, we'll have you on for Movie Madness later. I got so many topics tonight, though. And then you have to follow me on Twitter at MadMaxMovies1 if you want to get on the show, so I could send you a link later in the week. Because I do, my mother-in-law, she gave my father-in-law's whole collection of VHS tapes, and they're becoming real collectible now.
Oh man,
I can tell you my best and worst. I'll tell you my best. I think the beginning, Black Adam. If that teaser, that was not a trailer, that was more of a teaser.
Well, I have to give my first too, Aaron. Though I have to go first. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, Black Adam when he did that choke and it turned to dust. Oh my god! I always wanted to see Black Adam, but I didn't know the teaser was going to be that great.
Electrocuted him to death. It was awesome to dust. And then Pierce Brosnan, Dr. Fate. You know how long I've been waiting to see Dr. Fate?
That's a good choice for Dr. Fate.
No idea how long I've been waiting to see Dr. Fate.
Yeah, the Hawkman, everyone in that is just amazing.
I don't care about Adam Smasher. Meh.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Who the hell's playing Adam Smasher?
I'm still happy.
Noah Centineo is in.
What did you think about like Hawkman and who was the other one?
Cyclone. She's basically supposed to be the Red Tornado's daughter. She's a newer addition. She's really not like an old legacy character.
So they put a new one in there. Okay.
Yeah. Now the rumors, I don't know if it's going to happen. This is what the early rumors were when it started. Was supposedly an old version of the JSA, like the 40s version of the JSA, is the ones who trapped him down there. Mm-hmm. And then when he gets released, the new version of the JSA, which is going to have Cyclone and Noah Centineo and all of them are going to be the ones that fight him in modern times.
So that's the trailer that knocked my socks off when I was at the cottage. I was like, wow, this is legit. Like, man. And then what else did I see? The Batman. The trailer was really, really great. Amazing. Like
that was great.
The atmosphere in that trailer was amazing. I'll be honest with you. I'm Shazam too. I'm like, I'm happy to see it, but I'm like, didn't really excite me. I just was like, okay, like I'm on board. Like I liked Shazam 1, but I don't know Helen Mirren and that. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then the Flash to me was
what's this Helen Mirren hate? She's
she's
an awesome actress.
She's everything.
The woman
makes everything good.
Okay.
She just makes everything better.
Well, I don't know if she makes everything great.
Yes.
Like, I've seen some movies with,
Helen Mirren's great. It's the movie's fault, not Helen Mirren.
Zod Rider. Hey, Zod. Yes. Black Adam looks amazing.
Yep.
That no doubt in my mind there. But I'll be real. The Flash just didn't do it for me. And I'm rooting for it. I'll have to give it another look. My expectations are high.
Maybe because it's not continuing the Snyder Cut.
No. Listen, Lunga. I know that's probably not going to happen. I'm still holding out hope that it could potentially, but most likely not. And I say, if you're not going to go this route, show me what you got. That's all.
It wasn't Snyder infused, so you're like, meh.
Well, the Flash suit didn't even look that great to me, but I'm going to give it another shot.
Yeah, but your biggest complaint was seems like you really wanted Cyborg in this. And honestly,
no.
As a Flash fan, I don't fucking need Cyborg.
Okay, no. I think
Fuck him. He doesn't need to be in this movie.
No, Cyborg is not really in the...
Well, I even think about if they were going to use the Snyder Cut as a continuation where Ray or Cyborg is dealing with his father's death, and then they could talk about that with characters. That would be a great
nothing
scene.
to do with a Flash movie, though.
No, he's the loss of his mom still.
That's what Bruce Wayne is for. That's what Ben Affleck is for. That's why he's his mentor, because they had that connection because they lost parents.
Okay. Yeah. Xena's Batgirl. I didn't even see the Batgirl.
There's
or
no
the Batwing.
No,
the Batwing.
A Batwing. There's Batwing's introduced in Batwoman.
That was part of the Batwoman segment.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Batwoman segment at all.
Oh, who cares about Batwoman? It's not very good anyway.
The Batman trailer. Yeah, the Batman trailer. I'm all about. Hey,
I think that's the darkest Batman you've ever seen.
Hey.
Now, what's your thoughts on fandom? What's your favorite and your least favorite? We won't try to go too much hating on it or anything. And
No. I specifically didn't do a live stream hating on it because I was on a 5.5 hour live stream with the Bat Channel, and we were talking about it while it was airing and stuff, and But I'm really excited for Black Adam. I agree with you guys. I think that movie is going to be really great, and it should be great considering all the time it took to develop it and finally get it off the ground. So I'm really looking forward to it. My least favorite was the Batman. I think that movie. Robert Pattinson just hasn't won me over. He doesn't look like Batman to me. I mean, I don't like the costume. I don't like
what does Batman
aesthetic.
Look like to you?
Well,
a man in a bat costume.
If I'm going to be honest with you, I think that every actor who's played Batman in the past, every single actor looks more convincing as Batman than Robert Pattinson.
And what's the reasons for that? Does it have anything to do with his past?
No, not at all. In fact, here's the thing. I actually really do like a lot of his independent films that he's done. He's done some pretty good work. I'm not saying he doesn't have the ability to do it as an actor. I just don't think he looks convincing in the role. There's a lot of this particular iteration of the character looks like it's very, very angry. He's not Batman, in which Batman always has a coolness about him.
Not
this
early
guy,
Batman.
This guy looks like
not year one Batman.
That's incorrect.
That's
incorrect. That's incorrect, and I'm going to tell you why that's incorrect. Because before he puts on the cowl, he gets trained by the League of Assassins. He gets trained by them, so he has all of that cool and calmness before he puts on the cowl. That's Batman lore, dude.
Did you forget him being first trying to go on the streets dressed up like a Vietnam vet?
But that's not what they're doing here. He has a legitimate suit, and he's like a brawler on the street beating people up. That's not somebody who's disciplined. That's not Batman, dude.
Well, being disciplined in fighting styles does not mean your emotions aren't all over the place as a very young man.
I don't know, man. I mean, read Batman Year One.
Right, because I've never read it. Thank you, Enosh. I appreciate it.
Oh, no. Well,
I don't know. I don't know how
I just mentioned he was a Vietnam vet in that. So, but I've never.
Okay, well, I mean, I see where you're going. I see what you're saying, and hopefully the movie does a good job of depicting that and shows. Then yeah, he has no training. He's emotionally all over the place right now, like you said. And if the movie does a good job of showing that, then yeah, I'll understand and I'll be like, okay, cool.
So Christian Bale freaking out over Rachel for 3 movies, that is a more convincing Batman to you, right?
No, actually, no, it isn't. And I'm going to tell you, and I can make a quick Christian Bale comparison just by that trailer. When he started yelling in that trailer, he reminded me of Christian Bale's Batman, and I was like, why would he do that? We don't want him to be like Christian
yelling
Bale.
is not a problem. He does yell quite often. It's I hated Christian Bale's growl. That was dumb as fuck. And
I liked it at the
Pattinson,
time, but in retrospect, I'm like, ugh.
It was horrible, and it got worse. It got worse with each movie. And
Yeah,
the first one, it wasn't that bad.
and one thing I think we can all agree on is that it didn't age very well over time either. I mean, the Christian Bale growl just got worse and makes those movies really hard to watch now.
A meme and a joke afterwards.
Yeah, right, but you're and I'm going to guess. I'm just throwing out there. It's a wild dart. Catch it and throw it back at me if I'm wrong, or tell me it hits a bullseye. I'm going to guess that Ben Affleck is your favorite Batman.
You know what? I go back and forth between Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton, to be honest with you.
Okay,
I think that they're both really good Batman. But if I'm going to talk about a Batman that looks like he just came off of the page, to me that's Ben Affleck.
Sure. I'm right there with you. I think look-wise and feel-wise, he was, for me, the best Batman thus far. I agree with you.
Kilmer never gets no love.
No, he doesn't. Here's the thing, though. You're comparing a Batman depicted in a few movies as a much elder statesman who has been Batman for a very long time to a year one Batman, and that's an unfair comparison.
I've read a lot of Batman comics in my life, and Batman Year One to me is one of the best Batman stories. And I just feel like, again, Christopher Nolan tried to do Batman Year One. He took a lot of stuff from Batman Year One, and I just don't see how, you can look at Robert Pattinson's Batman and say this is going to be the best. This is going to be the best Batman. I don't know. I'm going to give it a chance, and I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, but that's all anyone can ask. Is give it a chance.
Right now, it just hasn't won me over. I just think. I don't think we've, and again, it's because we haven't seen the movie yet. So I'm one of those people that I'll reserve my judgment till I go in. Yeah. But it's the one I'm least excited about. I'm
my line of questioning was only honestly to see if the problem is actually Pattinson or if it's just a feel of the movie, because everything you've mentioned doesn't seem like a Pattinson problem. It's
not a
Matt Reeves problem.
It's not really. It's more the movie itself, and is Pattinson right for this role, or the way Pattinson is depicted? I don't know.
But you're going back to Pattinson being right for the role. I don't think the issue is, at least from what you told me, is Pattinson. I think it's the feel of the movie, which would be Matt Reeves, not Pattinson.
I got faith in Matt Reeves. Don't
swear to me. Okay. Just George. The Batman voice was met, except for Batman. That's what I liked.
The Dark Trilogy is gold, but only the first 2 movies.
He had the best voice. That was the best Batman voice I've heard. I gotta be honest with you.
Well, Keaton really didn't have one.
Nope.
He's like, I'm Batman.
Well,
I'm Batman.
He wasn't really Bruce Wayne all that much in the Keaton, right? He was mostly Batman.
I forgot. I'm not a good host. I'm all over the place. I got to get Lunga's best and worst, and then Aaron, and then Brian. What's your favorite? What's your favorite and you least, not worst, but least excited for based on fandom, Lunga? Most excited, least excited for.
Again, Flash is my favorite hero, but I don't know what's happening yet with this movie, and I don't know where it's going, so I can't put it up there yet. And if I did, I'd just be a homer and saying it just because I like the Flash.
Okay.
So I'm not going to put him up there for that reason. However, I would say Black Adam is my favorite. Is the most thing I'm excited most for. Only because I've been a Captain Marvel fan, and yes, I will continue to call him Captain Marvel. I've known about Captain Marvel for a very long time, and started reading like Golden Age Captain Marvel stuff. That when he had dot eyes. That's what I read Captain Marvel. And Black Adam's always been a very compelling villain and anti-hero in the movies, and the way they're looking like they're presenting this, and the Rock's passion for it, it looks like they really want to put a lot into it. And he seems like he really is doubling down on the villainy. Villainy is not the right word, but the complete just like power hunger and need for order that Black Adam has. And that looks like it's really showing through already just from these little bit we've seen. And then the other cast and Dr. Fate and all this stuff coming in there, I think it's going to be spectacular.
Oh yeah, when I saw Dr. Fate, I don't know how I missed Pierce Brosnan being Dr. Fate. Did they announce that?
Oh yeah, they announced it a while ago.
I did
a video on that too. Yeah.
And Pierce Brosnan has the acting chops to totally pull off Dr. Fate. I don't think that's like brilliant casting, spot on. So
yeah, he's great. I love Hodges as Hawkman looks great. I really don't care about Atom Smasher anyway, and Cyclone, so I'm not too convinced about that. But so I'm not going to comment on the casting because I really don't care about the characters that much. But we'll see what happens once it comes out there and they show it. But yeah, it looks great. Least favorite? I mean, it's hard to say because there was a lot of stuff in fandom. I mean, are we talking about just the movies?
Whatever you're like. I guess the movies. Yeah, the movie. Keep it to the movies. Like,
see, I hate saying that because I'm excited about all three.
Not not that you're trashing it. That you're just like you're gonna wait and see. Like you're like, okay. But the stuff that would hit it out of the park for you was Black Adam. And
Black Adam, yeah, and Batman is super exciting because that's coming up. That's the next thing that's coming up. We got the fully fleshed out trailer. Him walking down that hallway, getting shot at. That was a Darth Vader Rogue One scene, man. I mean, it was spectacular. And then when he showed it one time, when he gets shot, and he like goes, and he comes back again and pops the dude. It was awesome. It looks great. The music is spectacular. I'm not sold on Riddler yet. We'll see. But it looks great so far. So I mean, I guess we're gonna say the least. I hate using the word least favorite. I'm gonna put the Flash at the end only because I don't know enough yet.
Okay, all right.
Same.
You have to understand. Look, Zod, I believe your opinion that you're not sold on the Batman yet, but you're gonna keep an open mind. But we have to understand that how hard it is to get people excited about Batman to begin with, because there's been so many iterations on the big screen. So that's a feat in itself to do an interesting take where it's different enough that really grasps the audience, like to say, oh, this is exciting because you had so many Batmen. So that just in itself is like a big feat for me to to just say, oh, this is just another Batman movie. This is something. It feels
and you also have to realize we're going to get this Flash movie that's going to have multiple Batman in it as well.
Yeah.
So again, you're showcasing different iterations of Batman, and it's
I want to comment on this real quick because I don't want to lose my place in the chat. Abel Vixless.
Yeah, she confirmed that.
Okay. True. I hope it's not just a small cameo, which I've heard. Keep your expectations in check about how much Batfleck's in here.
Yeah, I feel like.
Can we make one comment on a chat that I really don't understand?
Okay, sure.
Proto says something about he doesn't need armor. Batman, like every Batman lately, has had armor. Bale's was armor. It was bulletproof. They literally had a whole scene where he changed the head, saying, but you know what? It's more susceptible, but it's armored. Even Keaton's was armored. We know he was bulletproof. He got shot and he got back up again. The movie iterations have all been bulletproof.
I think Batman is very intelligent enough to go into battle with people with a henchman that have guns to go with armor suits.
Yeah. Even in the comics. He's worn Kevlar. He's worn Kevlar suits for years.
I have an article to go along with all these people that aren't sold on Pattinson yet. In early Batman, they all says look good as Bruce Wayne. Pattinson looks like an alcoholic wimp as Bruce Wayne.
Well,
he's very conflicted at the beginning. He's got a lot of anger.
I'm joining the conversation late, but I just want to say, love that Batman trailer so much, dude. That looked amazing.
Look.
Everything I've wanted from Batman cinematic since Nolan ended it.
We have to get Aaron's favorite and least favorite, Brian, and then RJ because RJ came late. So, Aaron, your favorite and least favorite of fandom, keep to the movies, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'll say the Batman and Black Adam are my favorite. Always been a huge Rock fan. This is back from wrestling days. You all know this. You all know he's my favorite wrestler. Black Adam, finally, this movie is getting done. Like, it's becoming released after, like, I don't know, a decade in development hell. And of course the Batman. This reminds me a little bit of the Dark Knight trilogy. I hope he doesn't have the voice, but more of a darker tone. Like Dark Knight was dark, but this was could push more of the envelope, a little bit more dark, more of the atmosphere. And I'll just say, I think this is a more angry Batman. Look, Christian Bale's Batman was angry too, right? But I think this is a more angry Batman who has to learn. I think throughout the movie he's going to learn and be less angry as the movie goes on. He'll be in more control of himself. And I think the Riddler is the perfect villain to push the envelope with this Batman, because if I can see in that trailer, with the beginning, obviously with the coffee cup and see the question mark, probably something wrongfully happened to the Riddler, and that's why he's going after all these people, because there's some injustice has been done to him or something.
Phil Goblin says Pattinson is year 2. He already has the bat signal.
And my least. It's the Flash, only because if it's true about Barry Allen being the villain, also, it doesn't really have my interest. Like it doesn't interest me.
Right. And can we clarify one thing? When I said it's year 1 Batman, I'm not saying, again, guys, this is not a direct adaptation of anything. Let's be clear.
You're saying the vibes.
Right, the vibes, and the storyline is basically kind of loosely based off the Long Halloween. There's a lot of things going on here. It's the same thing with Zach's movies. It was just, they were like off of 3 different storylines. It was the Dark Knight Returns. It was the Death of Superman. It was a bunch of different things all put into one. And this is the thing I got to ask. It's like there's a lot of people here that are Snyder fans too. I don't understand how people can say they like a moody, depressed Superman and make the excuses on why it was good, but then an angry Batman suddenly is a problem. I don't understand.
I don't have a problem with that.
I just don't understand that line of thinking.
Because Batman is a logical, brilliant mind. Batman is not somebody who just flies off the cuff and is irrational. Robert Pattinson's Batman looks irrational. Okay. There's a difference when you.
Have you seen how many times he's gotten close in the edge in the comic books? How many times he's gotten so close to killing someone?
There's also a difference between getting. There's also a difference between getting close to the edge and being completely irrational. There's no scenes in this trailer where Robert Pattinson's Batman looks composed or calm. He's always angry. There's even lines in the trailer
over time.
where people literally tell him.
Back to Pattinson, though.
People keep telling him, well, because he's the actor playing Batman. People are telling him in the trailer, calm down. Why do people keep telling the dude to calm down? Because he's unhinged and angry all the time.
One person said, I don't know where you got that from, but again, that didn't answer my question, because I know you particularly like Snyder's vision. So why? But you didn't answer the question on. But why is a Superman that? Let's be fair. Was a big departure from everything that is Superman. Why was that okay?
Not necessarily. Not if you've read a lot of Superman comic books.
Listen. I've read enough that Superman is a very rare Superman in the comic books. Where an angry Batman.
It's not rare. It's not rare.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes,
dude, I've collected Superman all my life. It's not rare, dude.
All right, we're going to agree to disagree here. Okay. But even if we play it down the middle, even if we play down the middle with what you're saying, there's been just as much angry Batman as there's been the Superman you're talking
about. That's true. And I can agree with you there. And you can actually base this iteration of Batman that Matt Reeves is doing more off of that Batman Ego comic, more so than say Batman Year One, because like you pointed out, you can't really place exactly what timeline it's
Ego is
in.
Inspirations Matt Reeves.
Well, Ego looks like it's very much the inspiration.
I like this, Bradley. People got to understand, even though we love these characters, they are not our characters to determine what works and doesn't fit to our standards. Also, if there's so many versions of the character, we have to be open.
Well, yeah, they're all just different. They're all essentially just different takes on the character. And you're gonna like some, and you're gonna dislike others. I have no illusions about the fact that not every version of Batman is going to be made for me, but I just look at it the way I see it. I'm not saying that it's that people who like it, that you shouldn't like it. I'm just saying how I see it, and I'm looking forward to finding out, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I will end up liking
the context of the thing, yeah. Let's hear from Brian. I've been waiting to hear from Brian. Have you enjoyed? Did you see all of Fandom? What's your most excited about, and then not hating on it, but least excited about?
Yeah, no. I've just been writing it down, that way I got my thoughts concise. I didn't get a chance to watch it because I had to work, so I caught most of it afterwards. I really liked the Batman. It looked really good. I'm just kind of taking myself out of it and saying, hey, this is a Batman movie, and I like a Batman movie. If I could sit through Batman and Robin, I can sit through anything. So that's not an issue. My least favorite, it's not a movie, but it's movie adjacent. I was kind of all right about the Peacemaker, but then I watched the trailer or the behind the scenes featurette for it, and I was just like, wow.
See, this is funny because I'm more excited about the Peacemaker and I didn't like the Suicide Squad.
Well, because then I realized that the parts of that movie that I didn't really like were I just don't buy John Cena being like.
I'm more excited about. I like that footage better than the Flash.
Oh no! Stop! Now you're just crazy. Now you really are a madman. You really are a madman. That's insane.
But this wasn't a curated thing. It was just random clips from the movie.
Bizarre take, because even I have been the one saying,
yes,
give Peacemaker. I've been saying give Peacemaker
a chance.
I've been saying give Peacemaker a chance.
Yes.
I was underwhelmed by the presentation for Peacemaker. I thought
it's a trash comedy. It'll be good for lulz. Eagly. Okay, yeah, there's some funny shit in there. Sure, but am I going to be more excited about that than a Flash movie? Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather watch The Flash. And like I said with The Flash, we just need to see more.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we just need to see a little bit more of The Flash.
I agree there. More, Brian, the Peacemaker. I'm also very concerned.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's I felt the same way.
And you know what?
I just don't know how they're gonna do it, man.
They've released more. They've released
up in the air.
Flash is coming. I'm just gonna say, the Flash is coming out in a year. They released more for the Flash than they did for Black Adam. And Black Adam's coming out before the movie.
This is the first footage we've gotten from the Flash.
Yes,
it is. So maybe
all we've gotten was a symbol and a logo.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten anything.
Goblin says that the Pattinson Batman is Batman is very similar to David Fincher 7 and Zodiac. I could see that, but I like that
Killer?
though.
That's what the Riddler's based on. Purely the Zodiac Killer. Like
Film Goblin says I really didn't like the design of Riddler and Catwoman. I thought Catwoman looked amazing. I got to rewatch for the Riddler. I didn't get a good look at him.
I'm not happy with the Riddler. Catwoman I thought looked great. And I'm really liking this Tony Soprano penguin.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, Farrell, fantastic, dude. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. What did you say was your favorite of the show, Brian? What did you say was your favorite?
I would say the Batman, just because it's the one out of the three that I'm looking forward to the most. Least favorite, Peacemaker, just because I don't buy John Cena in that kind of humor. I don't want to sound like I'm clutching my pearls or anything like that. But
right.
I just don't buy it.
Yeah, if we're adding Peacemaker to the mix, that goes to my least favorite. Yeah.
Okay. I actually put that above some other things. I'm like, this looks like fun.
I still watch over CW shows.
And then it's kind of separate from the Task Force S Suicide Squad 2. I don't know. I'll have to see. So I was liking it. Peacemaker looks I'm off on Peacemaker. Lots of people said Starscipia says Ezra Miller is hopeless as the Flash. Yeah, I do say the other thing is the presentation of the actors, they should be a little bit more professional. I agree with that. I saw some people streaming. It was just very if there's not a director directing them, they are hopeless too. I don't care.
Did anybody else find it odd that Supergirl had no dialogue in the trailer? I mean, they made a big deal about this new Supergirl.
Yeah, it wasn't a trailer.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Yeah, it wasn't really a trailer. It was a teaser.
I guess they'll save that. Good point, though, Zod. They might use that in the trailer, though. That might be like a first trailer you actually get to see. I didn't know if they'd actually show any part of her.
Yeah.
Because you saw the behind the scenes photos leak out, but I didn't know if they would actually show her in any other thing at Fandom. So it was nice to see her. That second Barry is like too.
Yeah, that's cringe.
No, just two of him. This Barry.
Right. It's a little too much.
If he's on another Earth, I mean, I guess two Ezra Millers. Yeah, okay, that I can understand.
Two Ezra. I guess I didn't realize what two Ezra Millers would actually, be like. And then I saw it, and I'm like, oh,
very annoying.
Yes, RJ. Okay, RJ, give your favorite and least favorite of the show.
I'll go with worst first. Just get the negative out of the way. I think the worst thing probably from fandom in terms of movies is The Flash. Black Adam made me excited. I'm looking forward to that movie now. The Flash is the complete opposite. I'm scared about this movie.
Yeah.
I'm really scared. The Keaton stuff got me excited, I'm not gonna lie. But when you sit down and look at it again and again and again, everything looks wrong. Everything looks just like, no.
Man.
The new Flash suit looks terrible. I don't like the helmet.
I didn't like it.
Really
I'll
bad.
have to look at it again. I'm gonna give it another look though. I'm gonna be open to it.
The helmet looks really bad. The CGI, I know it's not done yet, but that first look I think could have been handled a lot better. I'm concerned about the two Barrys thing. It's looking more and more likely that they're merging the Keaton verse with the main DCU, like the rumors are saying. They're going to bring his Batman to the main continuity, which concerns me.
Yeah.
Everything about it just looks very scary. On the polar opposite of the spectrum, though, best thing about fandom was the Batman trailer.
Yep.
I've been preaching from the mountaintops for over a year that this Matt Reeves movie is going to be something special. Every time new footage comes out, it continue to be proven right more and more. I think it looks amazing. This is basically everything I wanted from a Batman movie since Nolan's trilogy ended. So I can't.
No, I looked at this trailer and I'm like, this may be it's close to my favorite Batman if they deliver. And I love Batfleck, and I like parts of Christian Bale, and I like Michael Keaton. Although Michael Keaton has just got a soft spot in my heart altogether because I watched so many Michael Keaton movies with my family as growing up, and the Batman and the original Batman movie. In Batman Returns, I think was one of my first movies we went to as a theater as a family, and my parents were like, I don't know, this might be too violent for him, and I convinced them to go, and we loved it. And
I remember standing in line for that movie. Oh,
I think I got stuff at McDonald's or Burger King or something, the toys after.
Me too.
So I had to convince them to let me see Batman Returns because they're like, I heard this one's a lot more violent. No, I didn't get to see the Batman in theaters, the first one. And then I think we rented it. And then for Batman Returns, I actually got to go to the theater. That was the difference. That was it. I didn't get to see the first Batman in theaters. So it's just got a soft place in it's like nostalgia. I love Michael Keaton most everything. But as the favorite, it's got to be Batfleck and Christian Bale, parts of Christian Bale. My favorite part of Christian Bale was just Batman Begins. The rest, I think he phoned it in. It didn't.
I saw the original Batman '89 when I was 15 years old. We went to a midnight showing, like out in the freaking boonies, to see it, and it was spectacular. That was my first real, because I never got to see the Superman movies at the theaters as a kid, and that Batman movie was my first ever experience seeing a superhero on the big screen, and that's what the nostalgia for me is. That's why it always sticks to me. When I look at it back now, the Keaton movies aren't that great. They're
just great because they're the beginning they're towards the beginning of superhero movies, taken seriously, and so much style and so much nostalgia. So I love it, but they're not that great. Film Goblin, this is an interesting comment. I think they should. I think if they could justify an R rating, they probably should the first time.
It looks like it's going to be R to me.
I don't think they will though. I would be shocked if they did.
Not with Batman.
People are saying it's going to be PG-13, so we'll have to wait and see.
Not with Batman. They're going to want the kids for Batman. They're going to want them.
I don't know. What's everyone's take on Film Goblin's comment? It better be rated R. I think they could do. No. I think they could market.
I never understood this need of Batman being rated R. No, everything Batman ever has always.
I don't need it. I'm saying if the content justifies the R rating, and they could do it, this is the version they probably should try R.
Yeah, but let's. People still get very confused as to what makes an R rating. Violence itself.
Yeah,
does not make an R rating. Hitting, punching, breaking bones doesn't make an R rating. Most movies get an R rating because they say the F-bomb more than once. Okay,
yeah, language, right?
Right. And do we really need F-bombs in Batman? Is that necessary? I don't. Now, as far as violence goes, I mean, Batman is beating the hell out of people, sure, but he's not like, it's not this gratuitous violence like we would see out of, say, of Deadpool or Moon Knight, or something like that. Those require a little bit more. Batman doesn't. It's mostly just, fisticuffs. It's fighting. And
he'll break your bones. Basically, that's it. He won't like.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. Batman using the F-bomb in the nightmare sequence in the Snyder Cut was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
You know what? He can use it in the movie.
Yeah.
You're allowed one. You get more than one, then it's an R rating.
All right.
No,
Cyborg's
and that
F-bomb
was stupid.
pretty cool
Him
too,
saying
though.
an F-bomb was just, it didn't
Bradley,
excite me at all.
I could easily see the content of this film could get a rated R if they wanted to. And I'm just saying different versions of Batman. Yeah. Right. I don't need it to be R.
If it's gonna be like the Zodiac Killer and Seven, and it's gonna have that horror movie film noir vibe, then yeah, I mean it very well could get an R rating. It just depends, because they may show a lot of blood, a lot of brutal killings. We don't know how graphic this version of the Riddler's going to be. There's a lot of things that
I wish they do two versions. I keep saying that. I'm like, people want only the one artistic
versions, Max.
I think you could if you wanted to.
No.
If the director wants to.
The question is why? Why does it need to be two versions?
If I was in charge, I would be saying think about multiple versions, like a director's cut,
but then
a theatrical cut, and then a streaming cut.
But Max, the problem with that is that it cheapens. If you're telling me that
it
a better
can,
version
if
of a movie
it can,
comes out
if
on
you
video, then why even go to the theater?
If it's neutered, if it's then it can. But if you think ahead of time, that's just my opinion. That's all. But
I think a lot can be said about the possibility of this movie being R, specifically if this Batman is far more brutal than anything we've ever seen on screen before.
RJ, they can barely hear you. I don't know if that was who they were saying or Aaron. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I can fix my audio.
But don't do that. That one time, Saggy was right. Oh my God, I rewatched that stream. My ears were bleeding from RJ.
Well, were you using your Yeti, RJ?
Oh,
this time I wasn't, but I can fix it.
Oh, okay. Well, no, because like when you turn the gain up hella high, you pick up everything in the background.
What is this deranged Enosh?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I don't. This is kind of creepy. I guess. Thank you for the support, deranged Enosh.
Cool.
I don't know where is that someone that aged his picture, or is that some random weirdo on the internet?
It's an edited picture. By the way, does it sound better?
Yeah. Sounds crisp.
Okay, good.
Film Goblin. Yeah, I think it could have been. I think the Venom movies could have been better if they were rated R. I do. I think they could have been. Not necessarily, but they could have been.
Because Batman is a lot of kids love Batman. That's the reason.
Well, Film Goblin, I think you have part of your answer there about Joker was R and so was Suicide Squad. So why not Batman? Because I think they gave it a shot with Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad again, guys. It's because of language. That's why Suicide Squad.
They didn't market Joker as a Batman movie. That's why.
Joker could prove that you could do an R-rated Batman movie and have it be successful.
There was not really much gratuitous violence in Joker.
Well, to be fair though, have they rated the trailers for Batman? I didn't even pay attention to that yet. Have they? There's no rating yet. So, I mean,
I agree, Lunga. People are way too obsessed with ratings in superhero movies. It's
the Joker. Think about this. People keep saying they want it to be rated R because they want what? The violence, right? Joker wasn't rated R because of violence, guys.
No, it's because you get what you effing deserve.
Well,
exactly. It's all
more like
language.
Psychological violence or really disturbing violence could be.
Well, I can say this: RoboCop was rated R for violence. Let's just put it there.
Gratuitous violence. You need that much blood in a Batman movie?
And then RoboCop had a its director's cut had an NC-17 rating because the violence was so good. So it depends on the violence.
Let's give an example.
Before
go ahead, Max. Go ahead.
I actually think it could be the amount of fervor for comic book authentic radar movie is actually really, really high with the audience. So if they market on this is the first rated R Batman movie, that could actually get a lot. Be like, what? what? That could be a good marketing thing. So Film Gob, I don't think it needs to be, but if you're marketing and you were like, what do we do with this to make it different from the other ones? The trailer sets itself apart, but if you also say this is the first rated R Batman movie, that's going to get people.
Here's what I'll say.
Really?
Here's what I'll say. Whatever Matt Reeves wants this movie to be, let him make the movie he wants to make. If he wants a PG-13 Batman movie and that's his vision for his movie, let it be like. The rating does not matter. What matters is is the content truly the vision of the director? That's what's supposed to matter at the end of the day.
No, I do believe Matt Reeves he's not going to steer it one direction or the other. He's just going to do what he I think they give him carte blanche, and he's going to do what he's going to want to do with it. I'm just saying, if you were going to market it as the first, and with this moody trailer, it would get people's attention. That's all I'm saying.
The Joker making $1 billion was an anomaly. You got to understand that these superhero movies and these movies, if they want to make the money they want to make, they need families. And when I say families, we're not talking about bringing your 3-year-old, okay? But
I'm talking about like 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds.
Yes.
Everybody.
I would say maybe even 10, 11 and up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need that to make the money, and they're not going to risk this making possibly way less money just for a little extra blood.
Well, Lunga, I was going to ask you then, how much money do you think this movie realistically is going to make?
Matt Reeves' Batman, I'm going to, mark it down. Max, write this down so I can come back and say, yep, Lunga Damas was right again. I'm going to say, are we talking about worldwide or domestic?
Like final total, worldwide.
Worldwide, final total, oh, you mean at the end, not opening weekend?
You can do both, whatever you want to say.
Well, I'm going to say, especially since it's next year, opening weekend, which is going to be hard because I don't know what's going on with theaters next year as far as COVID and everything. But opening weekend, I'm going to guess that it's going to make 150 to 200 million opening weekend.
Okay.
Worldwide. I would say potentially, if the stuff gets normalized as far as going out and COVID and stuff, because that's the big equalizer right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If stuff normalizes, this can hit that 800 to $1 billion mark.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I say $1 billion too. Yes, I am so behind on the chat. I'm trying to catch up. I guess I don't have to highlight everything.
No.
Thank you, J Pod, for idealistically agreeing. I like logistically sounds like a nightmare though. I don't think it has to be. I would do this especially with streaming.
I don't know. Director's cuts are so common now that it's almost no big deal that you get two cuts. You get a theatrical cut and then you get a director's cut when it comes on home video.
Yeah, but director's cuts usually don't add extra stuff that would have changed the rating. It's usually stuff that just hit the cutting room floor.
Rated X Batman. Oh wait, I do have a lot of comments too. Let me see. Oh, thanks, Brian. You're getting you might have to head out and okay. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. We'll have you. I'm back in town, and I'm not planning to go anywhere next week.
No, I stopped off at Target on the way home, and I picked me up a John Stewart Green Lantern. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, is that actor? What's his name?
No, it's
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But no,
I thought Wild Saggy Melons would appear or something if you mentioned
the actor no one cared about except Snyder Freaks.
Oh.
I mean, it's to be fair, I want to see it, but I don't need to see him as like Green Lantern either. John Stewart.
I saw nothing special about him being John Stewart at all.
I mean, it really no offense to the dude. It basically could have been anyone that was available. Not that he's a bad actor or anything like that, but I don't think like if they kept that scene in the Snyder cut and say we got to see it, I don't think they would have had to kept him, as John Stewart. As long as we get John Stewart, that's another thing. I'm like, where's the Green Lantern Corps?
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
They haven't said anything about it, did they?
Yeah, but what's going on with that? I didn't heard anything.
They just
still in development.
The last we heard was about Guy Gardner getting cast, and that was it.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing on that.
But that's a nice pickup, Brian.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
All right.
Had to get me one of those baby-proof door lock things because my nephew keeps busting in. Just all in the middle of a stream, he comes in. I'm like, hey!
Yeah, I noticed you're like have a different angle and stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit away from the door, so it's not. So if somebody does come in, they got a little ways to go before they get on camera. All right, guys, take it easy. I'm gonna take off later, guys.
All right. Film Goblin asks, do you think this Catwoman will also be a hooker like
Maybe.
Frank Miller's Year One? I don't know.
I think it's very much a Catwoman that is going to be very much Year One Frank Miller inspired. So I think they're going to really lean into the Long Halloween though. With her, I think she's going to be tied to the Falcone crime family. I think you're going to see a lot of that connection in there.
Yeah, maybe because she's trying to figure out if Carmine Falcone is her actual father. You're going to try to use that?
Yeah, they could do something like that. They could if they wanted to. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the games real quick, and then we'll move on to other movie topics because I have also some other movie topics besides just DC. Many director's cuts are unrated. Yes, they don't even have to say rated R; just the director's cut would be
exactly.
Fourth seems to think she won't be hooked because of modern politics. That's very possible that they might not want to go that route.
She did say something like,
I don't know.
Talk about what Zoe Kravitz said.
Well, let's see what it looks like. I think that just personally, I think this is the best looking Catwoman since Michelle Pfeiffer. Personally, looks miles better than what Anne Hathaway did. To be honest, I didn't hate Anne Hathaway's Catwoman.
No, it's just
I hated her Catwoman.
It was boring.
I could not.
I mean, she
stand
looked
her
good in
Catwoman.
the suit.
I'm saying this looks way better. This looks like
She was just way too straight laced for Catwoman. There was it was
worst Catwoman ever, and that's including Halle Berry.
Like she would have been better.
I thought
like,
Berry is a different Catwoman, but yeah,
Batgirl. To be honest with you, Anne Hathaway would probably did a better Batgirl than she would.
Yeah, that's true. I think you're right there. I think it's good. Zod, my gaming bro, what did you think about the two games? We got updates from Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League and Gotham Knights. What did you think of those two trailers?
Well, they both look okay. I'll be interested to see more when they come out. I mean, there was nothing there that I saw that was overwhelming, but they do look like they're going to be fun games.
I just wish they showed gameplay.
Yeah.
Last year we got gameplay for Gotham Knights. This year they didn't show any gameplay.
Just for the trailer.
Kills the Justice League.
I don't know who Snyder wanted for Catwoman. I don't know who he wanted for.
Oh, Catwoman. I know who she was. There was a rumor. What's her name?
Oh, Carla. Gugino.
From Watchmen. Remember?
Oh yes. Okay. Now I get it. Yes. She's amazing as well. With the Ben Affleck's Batman. Ooh. She was in the Watchmen, right? She was the original.
The original Silk Spectre.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was a Spy Kids too.
Yes. Well, yeah. You really went for the top with David Spy Kids.
Yeah. I'm not gonna mention Spy Kids in reference to an adult woman. I'm just not gonna do it.
No, but she would have been amazing Catwoman for sure. Now I'm thinking about that. The only downside I have is gameplay. The games looked amazing.
Yeah, they look great, but in the case of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I have
no
so many
Injustice 3 still. No
yeah,
Injustice 3.
because Rocksteady or not Rocksteady, NetherRealm might be getting sold off. So,
there's rumors that NetherRealm might do Marvel.
Yeah, there's rumor that NetherRealm's actually working on a Marvel fighting game. Actually,
well, I heard they're working on the next Mortal Kombat game. That's why they're doing Mortal Kombat until after this merger. They want to see what happens with the merger before they do another Injustice game.
That's possible.
That could be it too. There's a lot of rumors. No one really knows what they're working on, to be honest.
I'll just say this for the games: they better be careful when they release those games because if they release it too close to Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man's supposed to come out next year too.
No, it's not next year. It's 2023.
I never saw Spider-Man.
Okay, 2023. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, both of these DC games come out next year, so they don't want to worry about Spider-Man.
When do you think they'll come out? So we don't know which game will come out first, but let's say whichever game comes out first. What quarter do you think it'll come out?
I think Gotham Knight will come out first. I think that one's going to be like a March to April kind of game, early 2022.
Me too.
And I think Suicide Squad Kills Justice League will probably be a fall game, like October, November.
They'll coincide Gotham Knights with the Batman movie.
Yeah, I think that's a great prediction.
We're gonna do some rapid fire topics real quick because I have so many articles up.
You don't have to cover everything in one show, Max.
No, well, Batman, Butler. Because I'm not streaming tomorrow night because tomorrow night's gonna suck. Batlin Butler origin story. Pennyworth is making the jump to HBO.
This is one of the biggest surprise. This is one of the biggest surprises of the entire show because like this,
This is actually rated R, isn't it?
It's a show on Epic, so I mean,
I'm excited for this. I'm gonna actually watch it now.
Yeah, like this is moving to HBO Max and getting a season 3. That was pretty surprising.
You got a season 3 too,
and you're gonna get to see all of them because they're putting all of them on HBO Max.
And I've never seen.
Who
this
the hell
before,
has Epics? I mean,
nobody had it.
I mean,
So
I don't
actually,
understand the
people
thought
watch the
behind that.
show.
Yeah.
Well, it's like DC licensing. It's like Warner Brothers licensing DC stuff out to Netflix. That makes more sense than Epics because again, nobody has Epics, so it's kind of like nobody's seen it. So moving it to HBO Max makes the most sense.
Next gen Mortal Kombat 12, but they usually
do another game in between Mortal Kombats. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be Mortal Kombat 12.
We talked about Black Adam. That was the greatest of the show. I think that head of Batman for me, and that's like
Batman's still over Black Adam.
Because it was shocking. Because it was shocking how good it was.
Everything from Black Adam looked amazing. It really did. So
Film Goblin says, doesn't Batman come out the same month as Discovery Merger? I'm not sure.
No, Discovery Merger is May. Batman is March.
Proves you can show Black Adam. Proves you can show violence and dreaded violence without it being
because that was
bloody
pretty intense.
Right.
March is going to be such a great comic book month. Doctor Strange and the Batman.
Classy Ulysses, I love the Batman Tron Cry watching. It's going to be the best Batman movie to date. Plus, I love the bat suit. Okay, I like it. I like the car. I like the look.
I'll say the cow's weird. The cow's kind of weird. I'll say that.
To go back to it, I kind of like him losing control towards if this is a weathered Batman that
it's an angry Batman. It's an angry Batman that hates being Bruce Wayne. He hasn't crafted his Bruce Wayne persona yet. He's very vengeful.
I've heard mixed things about Dune. What's your response there?
I've heard what? What do you say?
Things about Dune.
A mix of things? I've seen nothing but overwhelmingly positive stuff with like 1 or 2 bad.
I haven't heard.
Is that coming out next week?
It's coming out a couple days from now. Yeah.
Every random person I've seen on social media has just talked about how great this movie was. I'm not sure.
We're glad to be back together. Everyone on the panel is glad to be back.
Thanks.
We have to get you and Cyrus on the same stream. I don't know if we ever did that, Zod. Remember when we did the PlayStation Plus? We were always
we had them on a couple of times, but together. But yeah, that'd be fun.
Heard it was slow, long, a lot of talking, barely any action.
So basically, Dune.
That's the thing I don't understand. People are complaining are people that don't like Dune.
I do.
If you don't like Dune, you're not going to like the movie. I mean, it's that simple.
I'm open to it, but I do want to see some cool action.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. I understand. There's going to be less action than other sci-fi, but I do want to see some really cool stuff.
It's a political drama.
Dune's been leaked online for like a month.
Think
about Game of Thrones. I mean, that's basically the kind of stuff it was.
That would be amazing too. He won't do it now since he's got the Batman, but if he did Daredevil too, that would be also.
And what people have to remember is that this is only the first part of Dune. This is not.
Yep.
The whole thing.
That's a shame if it leaked on.
Well, it's because it's been released worldwide.
It came out worldwide a month ago.
Dune's already leaked. It's a full 4K copy as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring the next topic up here. Go rapid fire topics, and then I'm gonna close them out. We talked about this new Gotham Knights trailer summons of the Court of Owls. What's your thoughts on seeing a lot of that Court of Owls stuff in the trailer? I thought it was
setting
great.
it up for the movies. This is all set up. I think Batman 2 is gonna, I think at some point in Robert Pattinson's trilogy is
Court of Owls.
Yeah.
That makes sense that they want to do that. Let me bring something else up.
I think Court of Owls is a possibility. I think Mr. Freeze, but I know Matt Reeves says in an interview like 1 or 2 years ago, his goal is to bring his version of the Joker, because obviously you have to bring the Joker in.
Yeah, probably not the last movie, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think his goal is to make it a trilogy, but I'm not 100% sure if he said that, but I think he said he wants to make it a trilogy, but he's expanding his Batman universe, right? The Reeves universe right now. We don't have a specific name for his universe, so I just call it the Reeves universe.
I heard there was only one worm. He's still talking about film.
Oh, what about
still talking about Dune.
Oh, of course. Are you interested in the? Are you interested
One
in the
worm
Batman
to rule them all. Yes.
Are you interested in the Batman animated show?
Yes,
No.
very much.
Oh,
so.
I was going to bring that up. I didn't see anything on that yet. Just an article. This is the synopsis for the Batman. A Riddler plays a dangerous game of cat and mouse with Batman and Commissioner Gordon, Jeffrey Wright in Gotham City. Was there a lot of Jeffrey Wright in that? I have to rewatch it.
There was a couple shots from him, yeah.
We also know that the Penguin has been reimagined. Someone as a gang leader.
Well, he's not a gang leader. His name, what they call him, is that he's not even called the Penguin. He's called Oz. So he's more like a thug. He's more like an enforcer for the Falcone crime family.
By
the end of the movie, he'll start the formation of becoming the
just
Penguin,
like in Gotham TV series. Just like in the Gotham TV series, because he was like that with Fish Mooney.
Yeah. And that's also something that's been done in the comic books too.
Yeah.
Of all his rogue villains, he was the closest one to actually being mostly just a gang leader.
Yeah, this
movie
movie's
an eccentric one, but he was a gang leader.
The first movie is kind of the rise of the supervillains, you know?
Well, that's kind of like what Matt Reeves has said, that he wants it to be about the villains too. You're seeing their early years as well, and they're becoming the versions that you know from the comics.
That's what I like about the Arkham Origins game. It's the rise of the supervillains.
Much of the film also seems to revolve around corruption at the highest ranks of the Gotham Police Department. The corruption runs so deep, we're even getting a spin-off series from HBO Max. Are you really interested in that spin-off series, guys?
They didn't mention it at all at Fandom.
Oh, who left? Oh.
Lunga. I'm interested in the Penguin one, if that one's happened. The Penguin.
Yeah. I'm interested in the Penguin too. Anything surround like this is ups the ante. Oh, here he's back. Okay, I thought.
Yeah,
No.
I bumped the X on accident.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your thoughts on since you've seen the Batman or about the spinoff? Like, do they need a spinoff? Is this something that you're more interested in this spinoff than other spinoffs? Or
no, I'm actually worried about this one. Only because
is Matt Reeves involved with it?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's like executive producer. I think he's directing it too.
This is his universe.
Yeah, the Penguin one, I think he's most involved in. I think. Well, he's involved in both of them. I mean, like. He's gonna be writing this, and he's gonna be like part of like the team behind it. So
the Gotham PD one, I'm worried about because didn't we already have that? We had that. It was Gotham. It's called Gotham.
Yeah, true, but Gotham ran away from itself. It ran away from what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, but do we need another one this soon? I mean,
well, the inspiration though would be the Gotham Central comic books. Though if it's more like that, and I think that could be a good show.
Didn't really care about those either.
You didn't like the Gotham Central comic books?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well,
now this I didn't see anything yet. Did they show any footage of this or just the
no
image?
footage? But they talked about it. They really
this looks amazing.
Detail.
The image.
Well, that's from an old short film. But they said this is kind of like the visual look they want to go for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're
that's
using
not
it
actually
as a comparison. Yeah, it's not from the actual show now.
Oh, okay.
But they're saying that's the inspiration for how they want to visually look. But everything they said about the show looks amazing.
All right, here's the elevator pitch. One of my elevator pitches versions of the show is it's more Batman the animated series than Batman the animated series. It kind of goes back to the original principle of the show that we originally came up with back in the early 90s. There were certain limitations of what we could do in terms of violence and adult themes. My idea is basically saying, okay, it's 1990 again, but I get to do what I want this time. I'm all for that.
Yeah, limits. So they're gonna go a little darker in this. Like they're gonna push the boundary more. And it's free reign to push the boundaries now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far they'll go, but they're gonna go farther than they did in the 90s.
Eternals and Matrix. I'm looking forward to Eternals.
I heard the premiere is Monday tomorrow for Eternals.
Well, yeah, it's the world premiere.
Yeah.
Why does Colin Farrell keep taking these roles where you can't even tell it's Colin Farrell?
Because he's an actor. He wants to act.
That's a good man. That's a good sign of a good actor.
Yeah. Yes.
He doesn't care if you see his face. He just wants to act.
That's true. Bruce Timm gets involved. Got to get Conroy back.
Trim is involved. Trim is involved in that animation show, the Cape Crusader. Trim is involved. Yes.
What is JJ doing? Even I don't even know.
He's executive producing it, but He's working on some other stuff. He's behind the Justice League Dark stuff that they're doing on HBO Max. He's going to be doing the Superman stuff.
So I do actually have 2 video game articles too, because I want to cover movies and video games in my shows.
Did real quick, Max?
Yeah.
Did no one care about the milestone stuff?
Yeah, the milestone stuff was cool. I like that. I'm excited. They're doing that new animated movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Like, I don't know much about it. I'm open to it. I didn't really look up any articles on that. I did miss a few things on fandom. That's one.
You don't remember Static Shock?
No, I do. I do remember Static Shock, the animated series. I never watched it too much though, and I remember them announcing it last year. And then I think Milestone is a group of characters. Good for representation. I don't know much about all the characters in Milestone. I don't.
They also had a Blue Beetle thing on fandom too, which was YOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Film. I don't think they're going to just scrap it about all that money they spent. Don't they have to contractually give him that money anyway? Like, I don't know.
Right. He gets that money whether he does anything for him or not. It's an agreed upon contract. So yeah. They have to use him for something.
So I do have two quick gaming topics to kind of ease. Maybe I'll do one, and then we'll save the last one for later. I don't know. I just looked. I looked up the first one because it was Nintendo, and then this came up. I don't know if anyone even knows. Gamer girl Belle Delphine gets banned from YouTube. Does anyone know about this?
No, because who cares?
Yeah.
Okay. No, she doesn't belong on YouTube anyway. Just do your OnlyFans and get your peoples.
OnlyFans.
Well, I don't even know. Well, it came up when I looked up the article. I'll just go the other article because no one has any.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Why don't we just start talking about Amaranth while we're at it too? Let's just go into all these
Well, see, Katsuka says Max tackling the tough. I don't know why she was banned. That's what I was going to ask.
Who cares? She was banned because she was making sexual faces again. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Really?
I have no idea. I'm just making that up.
All right. Well, here's the one I looked for. So I wanted to talk about with RJ, and then I found that one on the same site. Game Rant. Nintendo Switch Online expansion.
Oh my god!
Trailer flooded with dislikes.
Yeah. It's too expensive.
It's $30 more.
Yeah, they're charging. Here's the thing. They're bundling the new Animal Crossing expansion with it, so there is some value with that if you play Animal Crossing. But $30 extra Gen 64 games, Sega Genesis games, and one expansion. I don't know about that.
That's right, guys. Don't spend that extra money on a system like the Switch. Go spend it on the Amico. That piece of trash.
I know they said it could be more, but there's more.
Listen,
I
wouldn't even mention
trash.
No, actually, I think this is.
To be honest, this still has probably more value than the Amico will. So.
Exactly.
People drop like I don't know people's internet connections. All this KFC. Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Well, here's what
silencing critics.
Here's what I'd love to see though. I would love going forward, like when Nintendo does like season passes or something for their games, like for Animal Crossing, this new expansion, do it to be like if you sign for Nintendo Switch Online, you get it for free. If they do that for every game going forward, that'd be great value.
I think they could keep the same price, but they need to add a discount like PlayStation Plus or Xbox gives you a percentage off of each digital purchase. Not every digital, like a majority of the.
I'm sure they're going to add more features to justify the price, hopefully, because they have to notice the backlash right now. They have to.
Well, that honestly, Zeno, you're not wrong. Nintendo fans are Nintendo fans. They're like Disney fans. They buy everything.
My kids who love the Switches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I told them about the OLED one. They're like, "F that." My son's like, "That's a waste of money. I'm good with the one I have."
Yeah.
I don't know when our
upgrade though. I wouldn't know. I don't know if I'd drop it like another $400 on it, but it's a decent upgrade.
The thing
like
is,
more than the original.
They're up. So. The problem I do have with it is they better justify that cost when the games come out monthly because you're paying $30 extra. But then Wait a minute!
Are you literally criticizing the game company to justify the cost when you are a fan of the Amico? Are you serious, Max?
Because the first cost that you're basing it off of is getting. Are they going to stop doing Nintendo and SNES games too? And they're only going to do N64 because then that's not fair.
They have a much bigger catalog. Are you kidding?
Listen, Amico hasn't announced its subscription service yet. I'm saying if they do this and then they stop, they still give because the problem with Nintendo Online right now is not that they charge anything, it's that the games that they release each month are absolute garbage from NES and SNES because they went through their best of their catalog. So to justify that and then
they added Sora to Brawl. Come on, man.
Yeah, Sora and Kingdom Hearts. I
would like to see more expansion packs included in there, and then I want a discount on digital games for being part
I
of
would like to
Twitch
see
Online.
less wood trim in gaming. That's what I would like to see less of.
No, you're talking about that Amico again.
I don't know what I have no idea what you're talking about.
No,
None
I
whatsoever.
am for this if they do Nintendo 64, Genesis, they keep pumping those out, and then the original base, the first $20 a year, that they still do give good games like SNES and NES. But I don't think they can come up with 2 good SNES or NES games a month either. Now, I think it's only going to be the Nintendo 64, and then I say that's kind of bullshit. Do you see where I'm going, RJ? Like their first $20 base, they're not going to be able to justify anymore because the stuff that they have left to release is absolutely nothing no one wants.
RJ, just admit you checked out about 2 minutes ago.
I did.
Okay, so that's all the video game talk I have for tonight. The rest was
all I'm gonna say.
Come on, Max. It was fun. It was fun.
All I'm gonna say is Zeno can kiss my ass. So
he might take you up on that.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Nintendo fans are.
And maybe I don't listen to enough gamer stuff, but I've never heard the Super NES called SNES.
Yeah, neither have I. I've always called it
I've
the
heard
Super Nintendo.
I've heard it Super NES. That's what I've heard it is.
Zod, I was so frustrated on the last talk. No one knew what shmups were. They're like, I just called shoot.
Here, Max, highlight yourself, please, Max.
Highlight myself.
Yes. Schmuck.
You're a schmuck, Max.
I'm talking about shmups, not shmup. Zod, you know what shmups are, right?
Yeah.
Do you call them shooters or shmups? Boy, this is a good.
Are you talking about first-person shooters?
I said I said the shoot 'em ups.
Oh, you call them shoot 'em ups too. No one calls them shmups.
No, but I mean I know why they're called that, but to me they'll always be shoot 'em ups. I don't really.
Thank you.
Are we talking about first-person shooters?
No.
No, the planes where there's like bullet hell shmups shooters.
Shooters, basically.
No idea what you're talking about.
But people in the genre,
games like 1941.
Yeah.
Should I play it on the Atari 2600 when I was 8?
That's one of the biggest genres in old school games.
Combat.
Yeah. No, well, moving on. Blinded Braille says Amico is a great value compared to Nintendo, PlayStation, Microsoft. And then Zeno says, Max, please don't tell me you bought those empty Amico game boxes. I goddamn did. Don't call me no schmuck. Yes, I did.
That could have been a super chat to a YouTuber in need.
It's a great value. I am running out of dog toys. I need something to toss to the dogs.
No. I did, and I told my wife about it. I'm like, I haven't been buying much, and I'm saving money to support Amico and television and Tommy Talarico.
By the way, just to gauge it, my kids are gamers. They love games. And my daughter was sitting next to me the one day when I was listening to your video, when I was chatting in your last stream you were doing. And I was talking about the Amico, you were talking about it, and my daughter's like, what the fuck is an Amico? So I explained to her the whole situation, and I explained to her how much it cost, and she's like, that's dumb. That was a whole assessment. That's dumb.
You're making me sad. I was in a good mood. People never heard people say SNES either. SNES.
No. Super NES. That's how I've always heard it.
Yeah. Hey, Jarbo's here.
Super NES.
Thank you for having me.
No, I didn't write him on.
He's in the chat. He's in the chat. It's fine.
He can't be in the chat. Do a Soldier Boy says, I'm not buying that scam. Akari Warriors Defender, like 1942. Yes. Yes. Good evening, Jarbo. Good evening. I didn't invest any in Listen, I'm back. I told you guys that you're helping me with my addiction to buying stuff, but the Amico's something special. So I got the okay to order the boxes.
It's something, all right.
If we ever get it. I'm gonna do this later on this week. I am gonna do a video. I need some more updates. I need some more. I can't take it.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's saying he sensed the fear. Well, I do have a few
fear. The fuck do I got to be scared about?
Jarbo.
Scared of Jarbo?
Yeah.
I didn't run. I was here.
Oh, that's true. Actually, you had a great talk before.
I don't know if you would call it a great talk, but
all right. Well, I have some more movie topics that aren't just DC. Oh, actually, here's a good one. Here's something really positive about movies. Who left?
Zod.
Yeah, to go.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Zod. Thanks for being on the panel. Here we go. Let's bring this up.
Does Zod like the Amico? Did I trigger him?
You triggered Jarbo.
Fuck Jarbo.
Oh,
fuck you, Jarbo.
No, stop with the F-bomb.
You love
What's
Jarbo,
up?
Don't lie.
No, it's all good. Lunga can say what he wants, you know.
How do I change my damn profile picture on the phone? I'm on the phone. I'm not downstairs.
You can do.
I don't need your help, Jarbo.
Yes, you do. Clearly, because you're on your phone and you're a boomer. So,
no, I just don't do StreamYard on my phone usually.
Okay.
Did you guys see that they're actually getting ready to allow StreamYard to have the camera, the profile images on the bottom of the screen?
Really?
Yeah, they were doing a live thing today, and I caught a demo of it.
What happened to your voice?
Oh, dude, I'm fucking.
Yeah,
I'm effing sick,
He's
dude.
not
Oh, really?
good.
Oh,
Yeah, my 3-year-old brought home something from school. You know,
no.
Dude, COVID, you dirty mother.
It's actually it's possible.
Dirty ass, just touching doorknobs and just dirty big toe.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. We're fake Nor. We're having a sad moment for Jarbo and his family. I hope everyone feels better, and we hope it's not that.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's COVID because like my daughter is already feeling better.
Okay.
My 2-year-old got it. So last night was tough for her. Today she was puking all last night. Today she was fine. She just slept all day.
Worst thing to happen in this world was Jarbo procreating. That's all
I
we
thought
needed.
it might be the flu, but I guess not.
Oh, I mean, like I'm not fully gonna argue with you on that one. But you know what, man? What can I say? My pullout game is weak.
Oh.
So
it's not Delta long.
No, you know what's? I actually
all
have
you
a
had
really.
to do was like move your hips a half an inch, and you would have been fine.
Nah, I was in it to win it, dude. I was in it to win it. Literally in it.
Okay.
It was a race to the finish line, and I wanted to get there first.
Christ. You can't insult yourself. That kills it.
Well, Jarbo, what's your thoughts on fandom? What's your favorite and what's your least favorite of?
My favorite, surprisingly, is Black Adam.
Yes, me too.
As much as I loved the Batman, I knew I was going to love the Batman. The reason why I say Black Adam is because Black Adam legitimately surprised me.
Yes, me too. And I was looking forward to it, and I also it made me happy because I'm like maybe Jarbo will admit he's wrong again about The Rock being.
Jarbo's always wrong. What are you talking about? Are we really? Are you serious right now? He's obviously always wrong. What? How is this even a discussion?
Fake Nor, please bring Lunga back because this is too triggering. It's like
if you thought Lunga was boomerang changing an icon, you think I'm gonna figure it out? I need about 8 female interns to figure out how to change my icon.
Oh God! Please keep the interns away.
They're purely interns. They just do a job. That's all.
Well, hopefully.
By the way, did you see that apparently the Snyder fandom is once again at civil war with itself?
What's new?
I saw a film made a video about Chris.
The Snyder cult. Those horrible people that were just threatening my life and the life of my friends.
Oh my God.
So, Fake Nor, what do you think about this Halloween Kills scares up a #1 finish? Isn't that great news?
I've always been a fan of horror movies. They're great things. You only don't make it better if Jarbo was killed in one. But this looks like it'll be a spectacular movie. I think it's going to be great. They deleted pretty much all the other movies in the middle that don't make any sense.
Britney Spears isn't in it though. She's not.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
I may have to rethink this then.
He's not doing Britney Spears anymore. He's more involved with that on the
Gabby Petito.
I have someone asking about how your Cumstar accounting.
Go sign up. It's only $5.99 for entry. You'll trust me. You'll be able to plaster your walls with it.
Okay. Well, what's our thoughts on it's number 1? So that means what came out recently? James Bond,
Venom,
and Venom. They don't have the.
I heard the last Duel did terrible.
As Shang-Chi.
Last Duel crashed and burned. Only like.
Yes.
Honestly, that released at the wrong time. It should have been like a November release.
It had no marketing push, man.
No, the story is wicked cool. By the way, like the story is like good.
That's actually the next one I had up, and I'm really looking forward to it.
It will be on VOD.
Who wants to see Jamie Lee Curtis's old ass badge just hanging out in the bottom of her pants? No one cares.
Me, I want to see that.
Wait, you want to see? Like, I mean, look, Jamie Lee Curtis in Trading Places. All right, that was some top tier boobage. So here it is 40 years later. I still want to see it.
Yeah, when she was borderline young. I mean, isn't that what anybody wants?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I mean,
what? That's just. Legal age. Obviously, legal age. I mean, come on. Come on, guys.
Oh God.
Well, on that note, I do need to dip because I do need to.
Boy.
Pussy.
Stuff.
Oh, you made RJ.
No. I actually have class in the morning, so I got some stuff.
Forget that.
Later, RJ.
But much love,
Thanks,
everyone.
RJ. Thanks.
All right, see you
You're
later,
gonna
buddy.
fail. Goodbye.
You're gonna fail and then goodbye.
Wow.
I still try to be polite at the end.
Okay. Ridley Scott's The Last Old Bombs. That's I do want to see this. I like that Ridley Scott still he's got so much variety in his movies and he still brings it. And this looked really good from the trailer. I'm upset.
Dude, the story is, like I said, the story is really cool because it's like it's basically like the Me Too in 14th century France is essentially what it boils down to. But we still don't know whether or not like her account of what happened really happened. But what's funny is the reason why the story is so well documented is because the dude who she accused, Adam Driver's character, his lawyer kept copious notes about what happened and basically kind of like wrote in the sidebar like he thought that he did it.
Oh.
So it's it's a crazy story, man. So why exactly is Film Gob going after Chris Juan Swenson? Do we know what's going on with this?
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
Because it's the next big clickbait thing. I'll be jumping on that soon. Once I'm done with Gabby Petito. Potato.
Nick Moore, can we have this is what is this? We
get wrong with it, Jesus Christ!
We need to have a talk with you about this Gabby Petito. You got to stop, man. It's not
young girl dies. It's a shame.
It is a shame.
I haven't. Has there been updates on that?
She was so young and beautiful. It's a shame.
Yeah, well, it's a shame for lots of reasons. Please don't just focus on that. And then,
well, I mean, isn't that all that matters? I mean,
yeah.
Well, to be fair, like, come on, you guys, I'm trying to play the game.
Yeah,
gotta play the game.
She's so beautiful and young.
Let's see how many videos. I'm looking at his account now.
Only talk about
it's probably like 30 right now.
Oh my god, dude! Like everything on his channel.
30. That's nothing.
This is an intervention, fake Nor. This is what. That's what
I think.
This is.
What are you talking about? I almost do your channel by about like 40 to 1.
You got to stop with all this profiting off of young women's.
Profiting? I'm trying to help people.
No,
I'm trying to help them and get the information out there because there's so much misinformation. Help myself? What are you talking about? I don't need that. I don't need to do this to make money.
You're trying to profit off these young women's pain.
Turbo's trying to profit off of young people's hunger with their fucking Uber Eats. No one's criticizing him, but you got to come after me. I see how it is.
Oh my God! Andy actually went out to where they thought the campsite for.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
because he lives nearby there, which is why I figured he jumped on it. Yeah, whatever.
I don't see that happening.
I'm sorry, but this guy's legitimately insane now. He's borderline. Like seriously, I'm pretty sure I saw
You're
one.
sitting here talking to a dude in a mask, and you're calling me insane?
Yes, exactly.
3 days ago,
that's how far you've fallen, Fake Nor.
3 days ago, his stream had 144,000 views.
Is that guy still talking? Is he still talking?
Yes.
Are you serious? This is what you call entertainment?
Yeah. Fake Nor, I don't even know why you're on. Who gave you the link, Fake Nor?
I get all the links.
Okay.
I have people everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
All right. Well, Fake Nor, this is going to be good for you because part of your intervention is we're going to get you back in the movie topics instead of just profiting off of women's pain.
No one cares about movies.
Yeah, they do.
People care about young women. That's what they care about.
Okay. Will Poulter, Adam Warlock could lead his own Disney Plus series. I do want to see, Warlock, and he was rumored to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and that didn't happen.
He's in the game.
I would love to see.
Am I the only one who does not give a shit about Adam Warlock if he doesn't have anything to do with the Infinity War or the Infinity Stones? Like, that's literally the whole point of him.
I mean, I do. I would have liked to see him included in that.
Remember to tease them?
Yeah, but because we thought that was going to lead to stuff with the Infinity War, and it didn't. They just dropped it.
So, you're not that interested anymore because they missed their the goal. The best part of him would have been
exactly. I mean, there's other stories with him, sure, but his biggest contribution to the Marvel universe always revolved around the Infinity Stones.
If you were gonna compare, if he had a Disney Plus series before Infinity War and Endgame, leading up to that would have been amazing. But now it's just
if he was involved. I mean, everyone forgets that there was a whole series after Infinity War where he was basically the Guardians of the Infinity Stones, and they gave him out to multiple people, and there was these 6 Guardians, and he was one of them. Without that, he's pointless. He's not even an intriguing character without that stuff.
Thank you, Rhea, for getting in here. They've been so mean about my Amico love. It's really it makes me sad. So thank you, Rhea, my fellow Amico, and you
love the Amico. You deserve to be sad.
No. Why does everyone combine to dunk on the Amico?
I'll tell you why, Max. I'll tell you why. The reason why I pick on this so much, because here, truth be told, I don't give a shit what people spend their money on. If you want to buy the system, buy the system. Go ahead. I'm not saying he shouldn't put it out. An entrepreneur. If you want to make the money, make the money. You are such a homer about it. I mean, you are so hyping it up so much.
For myself.
No. Don't even. You are number one homer. You are trying to help.
I tell people they should buy it as a joke because I know they're not interested. I'm like,
no.
I did offer to buy Jarbo one for his kid.
Oh, look how he changed the name. Oh, with the Jarbo. Sure, offer to buy Jarbo one, not Lunga. Not that I'd want it anyway, but still.
I told him I'd sell it.
Well, your kids are older.
I did talk about maybe possibly jumping in on the grift and buying 3 or 4 and just selling it to crazies like Max.
Well, your children are older. I thought his children were the perfect age. I'm like, oh, that would be so nice. And he's like, I would sell it. I'm like,
my kids play old side scrollers and stuff like that too. It has nothing to do with that. Remember, you're the one that said adults like this too. Remember, you're the one that said that.
Yeah, but I know you guys don't like it though. I was thinking your kids. If Jarbo had the opportunity to play with his kids, the Amico, then he would find the love of it.
Here, you want
dude, I can download Metroid Dread and run it on a ROM on my PC.
Thank you. And the biggest dumb shit I've ever heard is him talking about how a lot of people don't know how to use a cell phone. Maybe back in 2010, they know how to use. There's 3-year-olds playing games on their parents' cell phones in a grocery store. There's old people sitting on park benches with Firefly fucking smartphones playing games. It's not. People know how to use cell phones now. You don't need this. He's like decade behind on this.
All right.
Well, I mean, again, for me, it's the age ranking on the games. You know, like nothing above an E10 or whatever, and it's like, yeah, let developers develop what they want to develop for. Like, someone could make a killer app. Someone could make something for the Amico that is like the next Hotline Miami or something.
If you're still in diapers or have children in diapers, you'll love this.
Yeah, if you're an invalid in a hospital that's maybe on hospice or something, then sure.
Here, Max, you want an experiment? I'll ask my stepson tomorrow. I'll show him the Amico. I'll show him all the videos and see what he has to say. He's 12.
All right,
I'll ask him.
The KFC console is better. Okay, I'm moving on. Thank you, Elma. Thank you, Elma. The KFC console is better. All right. 3 Amigos. Yes. Rhea.
Oh, I would definitely take a bucket of KFC over an Amico.
No, I would never. No.
I would take the Amico over a bucket of KFC.
I dream.
Well, that's because you're a fat slob, Jarbo. You can't afford more cholesterol.
Ow.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but eat my ass. Fucking.
Not after that KFC, no.
Especially after a spicy chicken sandwich from KFC.
Oh.
Well, what about Chris Hemsworth? Moving on from that comment, eat my ass. Chris Hemsworth signs on for more Thor movies.
He is the biggest MCU whore that exists. This guy wants to do everything. He's like, yes, sign me up. 20-year contract.
Well,
I'll be here forever.
They're bringing in Lady Thor with Natalie Portman. Do you think it's going to be temporary with her?
Yeah, it's a one movie thing.
It's temporary. Yeah, it's one movie thing. Chris Hemsworth's like, listen, buddy, I can be rich. I can make my like generational wealth over the next 10 years.
Well, his popularity, to be fair, his popularity rose with Ragnarok. Really was where he got, that's where people
and that worked because that his storyline was that through line, through Infinity War and into Endgame, and it just really worked out.
I think the first 2 Thors better.
I didn't.
That's a weird statement, Max.
Thor 2 was
horrendous. Thor in the Avengers movies. Ragnarok is hard for me to rewatch. It was amazing
because it's entertaining.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it the first time. I loved it, but then it's harder for me to rewatch because it's a lot of jokes.
But you can watch Dark World over and over again. Are you serious?
I've watched Dark World quite a few times.
Oh my god,
it's been a while. It's been a while since I watched it. I want to watch it again.
Me and Stormy did the rankings for all the movies on what to rank last week, and it was in different order, but the worst 2 movies we both ranked, Captain Marvel and Thor Dark World. I had Thor Dark World as the worst and Captain Marvel just above it, and she had Captain Marvel.
Great moments in there with his mom.
Sure, great moments, not a movie make.
And Natalie Portman wasn't in the third Thor either, and I love me some Natalie Portman.
Max, I can think back on Sex with Women.
Kick?
Who?
Natalie Portman's sidekick in there from Two
Darcy.
Girls. Oh,
Darcy.
Yeah, Darcy.
Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
Kat Dennings. Oh, Kat Dennings. Yeah.
I hear she's going to be back in some more stuff. So
yeah,
I mean, she's obviously banging Howard the Duck right now. So.
Well, and in real life, she's married or engaged to Andrew WK. So
I think she's married now.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That just proves that anyone could have really had a chance with Kat Dennings.
Goddamn.
Andrew WK? What the hell, Kat? What the hell? He was popular like 10 years ago?
I know. And then he appeared randomly at a Bethesda E3 event promoting Rage 2, and there you have it.
Wow, that's
But to go back to what Fourth here is saying, Hemsworth realizes outside the MCU it's cold out there.
Right.
You're both right and wrong. Whereas, his other movies, like theatrically, have failed to connect. But that Extraction movie for Netflix did very well.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be the franchise he has going forward. But again, at the same time, it's like, why not do more MCU movies? It's constant work.
Yeah, as long as they'll have you and keep paying you, and he's going to get paid more and more each movie. So.
Yeah, he seems like he's in for the long haul. He's like,
plus he likes playing the character.
He's the Vin Diesel of the MCU.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't seem burned out by playing Thor.
Justin says those are some of the worst movies in the MCU.
It's okay. Just wait. One day you're going to see Thor say, family.
One day, very, very soon, you're going to see the Eternals, and the hierarchy of power in the MCU is going to go right to the bottom.
Oh yeah!
Hey! Are you slamming the Eternals?
Eternals looks like ass.
You look like ass, but people still listen to you.
That's true.
I haven't checked out the Andrew WK since he had that one song that was popular. That's the last time I checked him out. I don't know. I'm not against WK. I'm just like weird.
I
choice.
believe Eternals is going to be better than Shang-Chi.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm open for it. I don't think it's gonna get the box office of Shang-Chi, but if you mean like better rated, that would also be hard to do. That would also be hard.
Max. Okay, let's make a bet.
Mm-hmm.
I will say
I'm trying to save money.
I mean, you got the cost. The cost.
No money. You don't have to spend any money.
Okay.
I'm going to say Eternals. Let's do the first 30 days. We'll do first 30 days. We'll say Eternals in the first 30 days will beat Shang-Chi's first 30 days. And
I'll take that bet.
And if you lose, you have to say the Amico sucks. Nobody should buy it.
I can't do that.
You pussy.
No, I can't ever say. I can't ever say no one should buy it.
Look, I'll sit here and say Amico's the greatest gaming system ever to be created. If I lose,
I really do. Should I take this bet?
No.
Why? Because Eternals is not.
That sounds like people think Eternals is going to make more.
I just, if I said that, it would crush Tommy Tallarica's soul.
No. He has millions. He has millions to support him. I think he's okay.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. But I don't believe this.
I honestly don't. I honestly don't think if you said that, Tommy Tallarica would really be that upset.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think so.
He might be going. He might go, "Oh, Max," and then he'll just immediately forget you.
I have to say something I don't believe in.
Right, and then he'll look at his bank account and he'll completely forget what you said.
Max, he probably wouldn't care.
Oh, Brian Burrell's. I can't take this bet now that.
Well, the thing with Eternals is
Burrell gave me some other info. Is tracking above Shang-Chi. Oh, really? Do it.
Yeah. But it's also the lead-in for Spider-Man too, so that's a slingshot effect right there. Whatever the lead-in.
Hear your excuses. I said flat out it's going to do better. That's it.
No, and I don't think you're wrong.
Okay, yeah. I will take the bet, but I cannot say some. I'm going to have to say.
Then you're not taking the bet. Then you're not taking the bet.
I'm giving a disclaimer because I can't say something that I don't believe in, and then just state it as a fact. Like no one should get it, and then I'm like, but that's not what I really believe.
Yeah, but if you lose and you say it, you're just going to say, listen, I lost the bet, and this is what I have to say. And people are going to be aware that you're saying it just because you lost the bet. You don't have to give a disclaimer.
All right. Okay, that's fine. I'll take the bet.
You heard it here, guys. Eternals will beat Shang-Chi's box office total worldwide.
30 days.
First 30 days.
Okay.
Compared to first 30 days.
I'm going to laugh when Max has to denounce the Amico. Like I don't even think Eternals looks that good, but even I'd be like, dude, you have backed the Amico so much, and now you're gonna throw it all away because I don't know, like of no value because Lunga's gonna say something.
Oh,
no one listens to Lunga.
I'm gonna clip it and play this over and over again, all over. If he loses, just so you know.
Oh no! Everyone says I messed up. Oh no!
Handshake has been done.
What if Max wins? Yeah,
I said it. I said what I was.
You have to buy it, Amico.
He didn't say that.
Oh. You don't get to spend money, but I do. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. I was he has to say I was wrong about the Miko. It's the best. I messed up. Okay. I think that's all I got for tonight. That's all. We're about 2 hours. I have to get some. Oh my God! Look at the time. Man, I drove home. I did all kinds of stuff. The boat's off the water. We're getting ready for winter. The cottage is closed. It was raining the whole weekend. I didn't get that much time outside.
It was beautiful out here. Today was a beautiful day. I went and visited my dad today. We were at my parents' house.
Oh yeah, how's he doing?
He's doing fine. He's in good spirits and he's feeling well. Remember, we're just waiting on test results to see where we're going to go from here. Cancer is depending on especially what kind of cancer, but most cancers, you don't really feel anything. There's not much pain involved. It's the treatments that cause the pain.
Well, we wish him the best.
Yeah.
I did get to take Callie on a few walks this weekend. She loves the cottage. She loves it up there. She was like so relaxed. She wasn't barking much at all the whole weekend. So it's good for her.
My son, my middle son, who does that dev work for that Roblox game, was just talking to my younger nieces and nephews because they all play it, and they were getting a kick out of it. They're like, I tell my friends that you're one of the devs for Arsenal. They don't believe me.
That's cool that he's working on the Roblox. You know, Tommy Tallarico did the oof noise.
great. He should like keep working with music and sound effects, not trying to develop a game system.
On that, I think we'll end. Are you streaming tonight, Jarbo?
No. I'll probably end up taking a lot of the week off, man. With the way my voice is, I don't want to talk for like 2 hours.
Right. So I think
when you suck that much cock, of course you're gonna take the night off.
Because then I don't have to work anymore.
Oh, shut up! Your throat is so raw.
Plus, I got a full belly. So I'm good.
Good night, everyone. I don't need to hear this.
Full belly, full cum.
Oh God.